Hey y'all, welcome on back. Happy New Year, y'all. If you see that red live box right there, that means I'm live, but if you don't see it, not a big deal. That just means you are catching the replay. Y'all, happy 2024. It has been a hot minute since I've been on here. The holidays and everything kind of just took priority, I guess, and so I spent the holidays with family, just kind of relaxing and all of that. But I'm ready to get back and get started, okay? So we are going to do a little snowman. His belly's going to say literally freezing, and we're going to hang it on our large signpost, okay? So when you pop on, say hey, and comment the word freeze. Comment that keyword freeze, and I will send you the supply list. Yes, Happy New Year. Hello. So I'm going to go in with Dixie Belle chalk paint in the color not mineral. I take that back. In the color Fluff. I find that this gives a really good coverage for white. Just my personal opinion, but hi Marcy. Hi guys. Hello. How is everybody? How was everybody's New Year? What did y'all do? I saw a lot of people stayed home, which I totally understand. I ended up going over to my brother and sister-in-law's house for a couple of hours, but I got home before midnight and all of the madness. I didn't want to be driving home after midnight, Yes, comment that word freeze and I'll send you the link. Y'all, today is the last day to snag all of the stuff on sale on the Chalk website and on my Cutout website. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about, on my Cutout website, everything is 25% off. And then everything on the specials tab on the Chalk website is up to 70% off. And that all goes away tomorrow morning. So make sure you stock up on your cutouts, on your transfers, all of the things. Yes, Happy New Year. And you can see everything if you comment the word freeze, okay? Comment that word freeze and then click on, in the message, click on supply list. And there will be a link to the Chalk website. You just have to go to the specials tab and there'll be a link to the cutouts. It'll take you to what I'm using tonight, but then you can explore the cutout website and add anything to your cart. So, all right, let's get this dry. Let's get this dry and see if it needs another coat while I catch up on comments. Hello. Y'all, I have missed y'all. I needed a break. I definitely needed a break, but I am ready to be back and be live with y'all more than what I have been. Just the last few months have been a little hard. Hi, Stephanie. I'm trying to get you looking back. No address. I got your email last night. If that's the email you're talking about. Linda, if there's a problem, if there's something wrong with your order, if you just want to talk to me, you can also send me a message on Facebook. That will work too. On the cutout, does it include yes, every cutout on my website is 25% off. Every cutout. And I did put, on my website, I did put, semi-annual sale. All the cutouts that I have that match Chalk Couture transfers, are also in there if you want to match what you bought throughout the sale. Oh, thanks, Miss Yvonne. Miss Doris, the sale ends tonight. It's been going on, I think, for 3, 4, maybe 5 days. So there's been plenty of time to shop. So that will end both the Chalk Couture website and the Cutout website. Those sales will end tonight. Hi, Robbie. Hi, Christine. All right. So here is our snowman. I think we're going to do one more coat. Okay. I'm using the Dixie Belle paint, y'all. This literally was just sitting on my table and I was like, let's use that. But you can use any white paint, white acrylic paint, chalk paint, whatever you want to use, just to get your base of that white. And if you are just popping on, we're making a snowman and his little belly is going to say literally freezing. What sales did you have in your cutouts? The whole entire website on my cutout site is 25% off. Everything that is on that website is automatically 25% off. Everything. So, and there's no code needed. So you don't have to have a code or anything to get the 25% off. This guy that I'm using tonight will also be 25% off tonight only. And then tomorrow it'll go back to its regular price. And I want to say this one is $16 because it's going to fit our large signpost. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Sharon. Happy New Year. Do you know what this month's transfer will be? Yes, I do, and I don't have it in here. I meant to grab it. I think it says, I'll post a picture of it in the VIP group. Hi, Cindy. I will post a picture up of it in the VIP group of this month's club transfer. Y'all, I saw February's club transfer today. I'm excited. I am excited. Oh, you're welcome, Miss Linda. You're so welcome. That's just a little freebie I threw in your order for you. Just a small little thank you for ordering and choosing me and supporting me. It means the world. Okay, it definitely needed a second coat. I don't think I have my black pin in here that I go around the edges with. I'll show y'all what I mean here in a second. Oh, Miss Cindy, I will look as soon as I hop off of here. The holidays and everything, it skipped my mind. I will look as soon as I hop off of here. My dog's over there popping up a hairball. I don't know if y'all heard him. Okay, so let me show y'all. So we're going to do it. We're going to put it on the large signpost, but this is going to be a little hanging snowman for those of you who have the large signpost. If you don't have it, go grab it. It's 15% off. Not 15, it's 25% off. All right, let's clean off our mat. My baby wipes aren't exactly wet, but we're gonna put this to the side and let's paint the rest of our stuff. Let's see. Okay, yes, February's transfer is really, really cute. I'm really excited about it. Like, really excited about it. I think there's going to be a lot of fun things we can do with it. So, okay, I'm going to go in with bark to paint his little stick arms. Y'all know me. I like to use foam brushes most of the time because I forget to wash my brushes. Ah, it got moved. There we go. Sorry, y'all. Happy New Year. Yes, Miss Christine, I'm obsessed with the large signpost. This guy was actually a little bit bigger. It was more for a door hanger, but I sized him down to make him fit our signpost. So I know painting is not the funnest thing to watch, but I know a lot of y'all also tell me it's relaxing. So I probably should have gone ahead and did the first coat on the snowman, but you know, we live and we learn. Hi, Sandra. What is January's transfer? I will post a picture of it in the VIP group as soon as I hop off of here. I don't have it in here with me. I meant to grab it before I went live, but I forgot. So we might be creating with that tomorrow. I froze. Am I frozen for anybody else? Okay, so we got his little stick arms painted. I'm not going to throw that away quite yet. Let's paint his nose, and we're going to do that in orange peel. I think it's fun. Thanks, Miss Linda. No? Okay. Miss, who is that? Miss Dolores, try going out and coming back in. So my orange peel, ooh, is quite dry. I didn't realize it was as dry as it was. But he will probably, I'm giving, you know, I'm assigning he, she. It's going to need another coat. So I'm going to put that to the side. And then here's his hat, okay? So we're going to do the middle of his hat in red, in candy apple, and then we're going to do the rest in black. Oh, thanks, y'all. I froze for you. Y'all, who knows? Who the heck knows what's going on? Happy New Year, Miss Roberta. Not here, but kicked you out. What is going on? I'm sorry. Okay, I'm just going to take my foam brush and I'm just going to fill in the middle. Y'all, and if it gets on the outside a little bit, outside of the lines, I'm not going to stress about it because we're just going to paint the rest of the hat black. And the black will cover up any red that got out. Okay? So, like, you see how I didn't stay inside the lines? It's not the end of the world. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, who still has their Christmas tree up? Tell me. I took everything down like the day after Christmas or the 27th or something like that because your girl, I'm going to be busy come January. And normally I leave it up until January. But I knew if I don't take it down now, I won't take it down till like March. Y'all still have your tree up? I wanted to keep it up so bad, y'all. But I just couldn't because I just know myself. I'm not even gonna lie, one year my tree stayed up till like July. I mean, I'd taken all the decorations off. I'd taken all the decorations off. The tree was just up till like July. Me and the one landing stays up. Hi, Cheryl. Happy New Year. I have everything up, Snowman stuff till March. I love it. Yes, Miss Cindy. Christmas, you do 12 days of Christmas. I love it. I love it. Okay, there's his little nose. I think we are done. Not done, but we're done with the painting for the most part. I think we're going to do his arms one more coat. But let me close all of this up. Throw away those foam brushes. I throw mine away, y'all, but you can wash them. Mine stays up all year long. I love it. I love people who leave it up all year and then they do like the different holidays. They decorate with the different holidays. I want to do that, but then I have to have a place to store everything. I agree, Miss Cindy. But I'm thinking of leaving it up and decorate. I love that, Miss Yvonne. So that's what I was just talking about. I love people who do that. I don't have the room. I don't have the space to hold everything or to store the decorations. Oh my goodness. Boone, stop. I can hear my dog like biting on himself and it's driving me nuts. Sorry. He's literally like staring at me from the kitchen. Okay, I'm going in with black and I'm just kind of freehanding up until the edge of the little red section. We're going to cover this up and then y'all, once this is painted, we're going to go over our arms one more time and then it's going to be time to put everything together and then we're going to be done. Okay, well, looks good. Go over it. Hi, Melissa. I have a small one that's white and I leave up. I love that. 2 trees. Hi, Dewey. Y'all, if you are just popping in, say hey. Hit the heart button and comment the word freeze. Okay, F-R-E-E-Z-E. Okay, and when you comment that word, my page will send you a message with the supply list. There's a button in there for you to press to get the supply list, and it talks about my cutouts and the transfers and the chalk, everything I'm using. If you want to know where I get everything. All right, close that up. We'll save that. All right, let's do one more coat of the arms. Hi, Barbara. One more coat of the arms, and then I think we're going to be good. So I choose to use the chalk paste to paint, but you don't have to. You can use acrylic paint. That will work just as well. Okay, I know some people don't like to paint with the chalk paste, and that is totally fine. Sorry, my mat is so dirty, y'all. Normally I clean it up in between each color, but my baby wipes are not that wet. Freeze. Thank you. Thank you for answering questions in the comments. I appreciate that. Whew, okay, let's get everything dry. I put up garland for the season on wall and then going to, oh, I love that. Yay. I have 2 trees. I just moved my Christmas one in my bedroom, all decorated, and the other one I decorate. I love that. I know I need to, Miss Angelica, but it's literally almost out. Let's get this dry. We'll attempt to wipe up the rest. Hi, Lisa. And then y'all, we're gonna chalk in just 1 second. So the transfer I'm using tonight is on sale for like $4.80. It's typically 16 bucks, but you can grab it last night tonight for $4.80. So if you want it, you can grab it, and I'll show you what it is here in just 1 second. This is gonna drive me nuts. Let me wipe that up. We put pastel lights up in our mini bathroom. Oh, how fun. I love it. I love that people are just like, you know what? We're going to leave our tree up all year. We're going to decorate for all the things, and we're going to enjoy it. Okay. Not completely clean, but for the most part. All right. So let's kind of put our snowman together just so y'all can see what I'm thinking. Okay. And then we're going to put his arms like this. And then on his belly, we're going to put literally freezing with the snowflake. So I'm thinking of doing this part in black. What do y'all think? But he will hang on here. Just trust the process. He will hang on there, I promise. I tested it out earlier. So let me put all this to the side. Let's wax his belly. If I can find my wax. Y'all, I'm so out of like practice in here. Where is my wax? I don't think I have any wax. Y'all, it's literally right in front of my face. Red, black for last week. Can't wait till it gets, I know, Miss Barbara, isn't it so cute? I'm thinking black. Okay, so we're gonna wax because we painted our surface and we're about to put something sticky on top of the paint, okay? And you always wanna wax because you're putting something sticky, and when, y'all, I just totally lost my train of thought. Sorry. You want to wax because you're gonna put something sticky on top, and you don't want the adhesiveness from the transfer to pull up your paint, okay? So wax is gonna act as a protective barrier, okay? It's gonna protect your paint. Blue, see, I was thinking blue too. Miss Sandra. Miss Sandra, send me a message. I don't know about orders off the top of my head while I'm live. So send me a message. Also be in mind that post office has been crazy the last couple of weeks because of the holidays. And once it leaves my hands, I literally have zero control over when it gets to you. Like zero. But send me a message and I can take a look at it. Okay. Yay, Miss Pamela. I saw your order. Don't forget to write in the back. Ooh, that's a good point. So, Miss Leona, thank you for saying that. So this is an older transfer. So let me show y'all. Let me just show you the color difference. So this is an older transfer. This is a newer transfer. This one is lighter in color compared to this one. It's kind of hard to tell, okay? But the new ones have a yellow tint to the back, so you know that that is the back side, okay? The new ones do not. So you want to write, if you're dealing with some of the old ones, you typically want to write, I'm looking for a Sharpie, the word back, or put an X on the back so you know that's the back side of the backer sheet, okay? Because if you put your transfer on the wrong side of the backer sheet, it's going to stick really, really well, and it may not want to come off. So, hi, Shauna. I placed an order, supposed to receive. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. Okay, let's fuzz. We're going to add a little bit of lint. And this guy is super, super sticky. But like I was saying, this transfer you can get for $4.80 tonight. It's typically $16. So if you love this project, I highly suggest you comment the word freeze and then click on the button that says supply list. And then you'll click on chalk products, and that will take you to a cart that has everything that I used. Add and subtract whatever you don't want. And then make sure you check out, okay? Did you say the color of the month? No, we don't know the color of the month yet. We find out tomorrow. They have not told us yet because, you know, everybody's off today. Oh my gosh, y'all, my hair is just all over this. So we'll find out tomorrow what the color of the month is. I kind of have an idea of what it is because I saw something I probably wasn't supposed to see, but I don't want to say anything because I don't want to say anything ahead of time. You know what I mean? I don't want to say something and that's not what it is, you know? Okay. So it literally says literally freezing. I am going to put it more towards the bottom of his belly because I am going to put a little scarf around his neck. And I don't want the words to be covered up. Okay. So I am kind of angling this more towards the bottom. I'm going to push down and I'm going to kind of just hold it up to see that I like its placement. I'm just going to do black. I was going to do blue, but his scarf is going to be red. So let's just stick with the black. Oh my gosh, y'all, my hair. Like, what the heck? It's all over the place on this thing. Okay, there we go. All right, let's push down and let's pull out our black. I did. Yes, I don't think I'll get in trouble, but I'm really, I don't know. I'm like 90% sure that's the color of the month that I saw. But I don't want to say that it is or what it is if that's not actually what it is. You know what I mean? Turquoise transfer. What? What about the turquoise transfer? Okay, let me just make sure. Because then we're going to put the, yeah. Okay. So it's going to look funky for a second because the wording and everything is going to be more towards the bottom of his belly. And I'm only doing the snowflake and the wording. I don't want the outside edge. But y'all, I've been wanting to put this transfer on a shirt. I think it'd be so cute on like a light blue shirt with white ink. I need to do an ink project soon. I have not done an ink project, I mean, in a really long time. Okay, going through, picking up all that extra paste that's sitting on top because we can put that back in our jar and reuse it. And we don't want a bunch of paste sitting on our transfer. Okay, so there's a little spot right here that I missed. I'm going to lay it back down and I'm just going to take my squeegee and go over it again. And I fixed it. Ooh, y'all, look how cute he is. So remember, I angled it down towards the bottom of his belly because we are going to put a scarf around his neck. Oh, shoot. All right, we're going to just put this over here and we're going to clean them right now because my bath mats are all over the floor. I do need to do a shirt one day. I have not done... Ooh, I see what you're saying now, Miss Cindy. It took me a second. Teal would have been pretty too. Teal would have been really pretty on his belly. All right. A little bit of water. And I'm going to grab my board eraser that fell on the ground over here. Okay. I'm going to spray this with water too. Get this guy wet as well. And I'm just going to scrub the front and the back. Okay. Now, your transfer when you're using certain colors is going to stain. Okay, if it stains, we're not going to stress about it. We can still use it. A lot of the times the colors that stain are red and black. So just don't freak out if your transfer after cleaning is black. Okay, same thing. I'm going to go back over it. And then I'm going to take my paper towel. I'm going to wipe up the front. And y'all, black just gets everywhere. Black just gets absolutely everywhere. Thank you, Miss Tina. No, I got you, Miss Cindy. It just took me a second to realize what you were trying to say. But teal would have been really pretty, I think. Especially if I had like a teal scarf. I think that would have been really pretty. But I don't. We're just doing red. Okay. Clean. I'm going to take my paper towel. Whoop. I'm going to wipe up all that extra paste or extra water that's sitting on the back. Okay, you just really want to make sure that the silkscreen part of your transfer is cleaned out. Okay, so see, the black did stain just a little, not a whole lot. Okay, to put the backer on, you're going to put your transfer face down. Here's your backer sheet. Remember, we put the X on the back so we know which side needs to go up. So the X is up, and I'm just going to match it up as best I can. And y'all, sometimes I don't get it on the first try, and that's okay. Line it up, and we're good to go. Done. I get white. Yeah, I get white, black, and red, like absolutely everywhere. It's like I've never crafted before when I'm using those colors. All right, let's dry this. Let's get this dry, and then I'm going to show y'all what I'm thinking, okay? So we're going to glue his hat there. His arms, we got to decide either on top or on back, and his nose. We do have to draw his nose and his mouth. So I am going to use the end of a marker to trace his eyes. And then we're just going to draw his mouth on. Thank you. Y'all are so sweet. Okay. Oh gosh, y'all, I thought there was something outside. All right, let's put this all to the side. Let's put all this on here first, and then we'll trace his eyes. So I'm thinking eye here. It's okay. Eye here, right? And then we'll just do like a little half smile nose. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the end of the marker, y'all, and a piece of pencil, and I'm just going to trace right on top. Okay, you could use a dauber, you could use what I'm doing, whatever works for you. I am just going to trace this, and then look, I have my eyes. Okay, then you can fill them with black paint. I'm going to take a paint pen. I find it to be a lot easier, especially with like circles and stuff, because your girl is not good at painting a circle. I feel like when I paint a circle, I like, oh, let me even it on this side, and then it's bigger, and then let me even it on this side, and just the circle just gets bigger and bigger. Is that anyone else, or is it just me? All right. So that's why I like these Posca paint pens. They make the job so much easier. All right. Oh, he's cute. Okay. So then I'm thinking a little bit of blush. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just thinking out loud here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually take some, well, maybe not. Oh, it's right here. Some blush. Y'all, get some cheap blush from the dollar store, okay? And I'm going to use a finger dauber. Yeah, see? That's why to trace, it's better. And I am just going to daub this blush on. So this is cosmetic blush. You could do the same thing with paint. I just find that the blush, like cosmetic blush, is a little bit more forgiving than paint. That's just my personal opinion, okay? And then we are going there we go. He's so cute. I didn't know that, Miss Stephanie. That's awesome. Sorry that you got a message. I don't know what message it sent you. I can't draw a straight line with her. Me too, Miss Debbie. Me too. Okay, now, y'all, I know there's a lot of different moving parts to this. I am going to take some white ink, and we are going to ink up the edges of the hat. And then we're going to be, is it blush or paint for cheeks. This is just cosmetic blush. That's what I like to use. I find it easier. Literally just go to the dollar store, go to the makeup section, and just find a color of blush that you like. And that's the same color of blush that I use for everything. It is just blush from the makeup section. But you can use paint. I just am not very good at like the shading with paint. So I find that the blush is easier because you can build it up. You can get it really dark if you want, or you can do it really light. All right, so all I'm doing is just adding some of this white ink to the edge, and I'm trying to build it up on the top. I probably should dry it in between. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. All right, I think we're ready to glue everything together. I feel like there is, oh, the scarf. We'll do that here in a second. Okay. So let's glue his nose. I'm just going to use hot glue because this is going to stay inside. Okay, y'all, I always tell y'all, if you're going to put this outside, use stick fast glue, tacky glue, use something else to hold it, because if you live in warm climate, which right now it probably wouldn't be an issue, but you don't want your hot glue to warm up and then all your pieces fall off. What makes a difference? What a difference that white makes. I know. It really just adds to it, right? Okay. Here he is so far. What do we think? Look at him. He's so cute. Okay. This is my question of the hour. Arms on top or arms on bottom? Y'all tell me. While I'm getting out his scarf. Arms on top or arms on bottom? And I'm just going to use this bottom, top. I knew there was going to be a great debate with this one. Top, under, top. It's like every bottom. It's like every other person different. So that's the cool thing, y'all, is no matter how I glue mine, you glue yours how you want to. So if you get this project, glue your arms where you want to. Okay, just because I glue them in a certain spot doesn't mean you have to. Arms on bottom. Bottom is a head on top. I'm going to put his scarf on. And then we will... Okay, tiebreaker bottom. Yeah. I have an idea of what I want to do, but I want to see the scarf first before I decide. Okay, let's cut. I cut this way too long. Okay, like so. And let's do this one. Bottom. I might need to glue. Okay. Do we like the scarf or is it too long? I'm kind of thinking it might be a smidge too long, but I'm going to glue. I'm just going to put a little dab of glue underneath the scarf. There we go. Okay. Ah! Perfect. Okay. Kind of like he's blowing in the wind, you know? Thanks, Miss Sandra. Thank you, my friend. Okay. So, here we go. I want to show y'all. Sorry, y'all. I'm over here like thinking. So, that's on top. Okay. This is on bottom. Now, what do y'all think? Top or bottom? I'm kind of thinking, I don't want to say it. Bottom. top, bottom. Yeah, I'm thinking bottom. I do like it on top as well. You could do it both ways. But I'm going to do it on bottom, okay? If you like them on top and if you get this project, you can glue them on top, okay? But I'm going to glue mine on bottom. Okay? So I'm just going to put a little dab of glue. And then I'm just going to make sure I have this one where I want it before I mess with the other one. Hi, Jane. Y'all, if you are just popping in, comment the word freeze, F-R-E-E-Z-E, okay? And you can get the supply list. You can get the link to the cutout. The cutout is 25% off, and the transfer I used is also, I think, 70% off. So I will have a kit available in my VIP group, but the pricing will change after tonight on that kit. So if you do want the cutout and the transfer, you will have to get that paid ASAP so I can get it ordered tonight. All right, we're gonna put this down and glue this one, and we're done. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Sharon. Oh, he is so stinking cute. Look at him. Oh my goodness, he's adorable. What do y'all think? Ah, he's so cute. Now, I'm going to show y'all how we're going to hang him so he can hang on your signpost in your home, okay? So if you don't know, we have these large, this is called a large signpost. These are 15 bucks on my cutout website, and they're currently 25% off. So if you don't have one, I suggest to go grab it or comment the word freeze, and click on supply list and then click on wood cutouts. But we're going to make them hang. Okay. So we are going to use our door hanger attachment, but we kind of have to put the door hanger attachment right in the right place so it doesn't hang too low. Okay. Is this an old? No, this is not an old club transfer. It is not. Okay. So when you get your door hanger attachment, you have two pieces. You first need to glue these two pieces together. Okay. I always have people ask me, how do you put the door hanger attachment together? I'm showing you right now. Okay. So take your two pieces, glue them together. Okay. That's step one. Step two is you're going to put your hanger in. So I'm actually going to use just my twine. Okay. And you're going to put the knots in on the side where the circles are cut out, the half circles. Okay. So knot this, and your knots are going to sit like this. Okay. And I'm going to cut off that extra. Oh, someone's shooting off fireworks around here. Oh my gosh, y'all. So last night, so where I live close to an Air Force base or a military base, right? And y'all, it was popping last night. I walked outside at midnight and it was so loud. All the fireworks, because the base set off fireworks. I think there's a country club right down the street from me. I think they might have set off fireworks. I think maybe the botanical garden did. It was so loud around here. No, it wasn't Lackland. I can't think of it. I think it's Fort Sam. It's Fort Sam that I live close to. But Lackland is in San Antonio. You're right. Okay. So I made, I might have made that too small. Let me see. Yeah, hold on. I made that way too small. Too short, I mean. Let me fix. Yeah. I was babysitting my parents' dog. She was fine. Not a big deal. My miniature dachshund was totally fine. But my Australian Shepherd was like not, he was barking at the loud ones. He was not happy. He was not enjoying the fireworks, that's for sure. But that's the first time like it's really been that loud for him. But I would say like our old house that we lived at, we lived by a military base over there too. So I'm not sure. All right, let me fix this. Oh, that wasn't very good, Alex. Sorry, y'all. I didn't intend for me putting this together to take so long. But hit the heart button, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will do a giveaway. So to get entered into the giveaway, you just have to hit the heart button, hang out, comment in the comment section, and I will pick a winner from the comments to win $5 off their cutout order. Okay? Oh. This thing, yeah. It took me a couple tries. So, your door hanger attachment will have the knots in the back on the side with the half circles cut, okay? Now, what we're going to do is I've got to figure out the placement to where this will still hang, but not drag. I think we're good there. Okay. So, then you're going to glue your door hanger attachment, the knots down. Okay? So wherever you can see your knots, you're going to glue that down and push. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay? So like I was saying, y'all, this transfer to literally freezing, I think is $4.80 on my website, my Chocator website, okay? And that will end tomorrow or at the end of midnight tonight. And then all my cutouts on my cutout website are 25% off. Everything on my cutout site, which is a completely different website, is 25% off. So even the Snowman will be 25% off as long as... Miss Sharon, I've done it different ways too. I've done it to where I glued this piece to the back. Just as long as it gets on there and you have your hanger, you're good to go. It doesn't have to be perfect, you know, just as long as you get your stuff hung, right? But there he is. I kind of need to move him to where he's straight. That's not straight, Alex. There. What do you think? Look how cute he is. Isn't that adorable? Okay. So you can make this. I will post a kit in the VIP group. Please, 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 if you claim the kit tonight, please pay your invoice tonight so I can order your transfer at the $4.80 because tomorrow the transfer, if you claim the kit, it will go back to $16. So here's what we did. So comment the word freeze, okay? Comment freeze. Click on supply list. The first button after you click on supply list will say chalk products. That button will take you to my Chocator website to get the transfer and the colors and everything else I used, okay? Then the second button in there will be the wood cutouts. It'll be the Snowman cutout and the large signpost cutout, okay? Both of these will be 25% off when you place an order on the cutout website, all right? But there he is. I'm so cute. I know, isn't he so cute? Now, I can't take ownership of this idea. I was totally inspired by another designer who did something very similar, and I had to recreate it for you because I thought y'all would absolutely love it. All right, let's pick a winner. So, if y'all do have questions about how to get something ordered or where to find something, send me a message. I will be working for a little bit longer tonight, so I will be at my computer and I can answer any questions or anything like that, okay? Oh my goodness, I cannot stop looking at him. He's so cute. All right, here we go. What did that say? Oh, good luck to y'all. All right, is Miss Cindy Atkinson? Cindy Atkinson? I don't know why that's so hard for me to say. Cindy Atkinson, are you still here? I know, and his smile actually turned out good. Y'all, I drew that smile. Y'all know me. I don't normally draw very well. There's Miss Cindy. Miss Cindy, you are tonight's winner. So Miss Cindy Atkinson, you are tonight's winner. You have won a $5 off coupon towards a cutout order. So please send me a message. That way I can send you your coupon code for you to use until the end of the month. But there he is, y'all. He is absolutely adorable. I'm so glad I did this project, but I will be back on tomorrow. Maybe doing the club transfer. I will definitely post a picture of the new club transfer over in the VIP group here in a little bit, okay? All right, y'all, have a great rest of your evening, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.